Okay, now that we've looked at Jing, we're going to look at Jing's big brother, which is Camtasia Studio, which is the PC version, or there's also Camtasia, which is the Mac version. So now that we've got that, we're going to start and we're going to look at Camtasia Capture. So Camtasia Capture is this little toolbar down here, and this is what we're going to use to record our screencast. So we've got a couple different options. The first option is to select the areas. So we can select full screen, or we can select a custom area. So right now I have it just locked onto Firefox. We can also turn the webcam on or off. So this records the webcam as a separate stream, and you can see by hovering over here we get a bigger preview. And so by hovering over the bigger screen, we can see our framing and everything else. Yeah, and so anyway, this will record our webcam on a separate stream so that we can move it around, place it in the corner, or in the middle of the screen, wherever we want it. We can also turn our audio on. You can see my levels are moving up and down here as I'm talking because I'm using the same microphone. And when I want to record, I just hit record. And we'll get a countdown here, so hit F10 to stop the recording. So now we're recording. We're just looking at my YCMHS website. So we've got the YCMHS logo over here. No tests and major projects coming up. So once we're done with this, we're just going to hit F10, or we can just pop up our Camtasia recorder bar and hit stop. This is going to load a preview, and we'll start to play it automatically. You can see if it takes up too much space, you can scroll down and see the rest of it. We have a couple different options. We have produce, which means we can send it out right away without making any edits. We can delete it if we're not happy with it, or we can save and edit. So we're going to save and edit, and this is going to take us to Camtasia Studio where we can do all of our editing. So you can see when we go to start this up, right now I'm running a trial because I'm not working on my normal machine that has Camtasia Studio installed, but it does offer a free 30-day trial if you want to try it. If you're going to buy it, educational pricing, depending on the deal they have on, is going to run you anywhere from $100 to $150. And if you want to get your own personal copy, it could run you up as high as $250 to $300. So you got to make sure it's something that you're going to use before you look into purchasing. Okay, so we can see that we have any of our media that we're using is found in the top left-hand corner here. We have our preview window of what's going on, and we also have our tracks down below. So right now we have 3 tracks. We have our system audio, which is the audio that would be coming out of the computer. We've got the screen capture, and then we have the camera, which also includes any microphone audio. So we select that. You can see it's hiding in the bottom right-hand corner here. We can move it around however we want, make it larger. We can even rotate it if you want to be a little different. Shrink it down. Okay, and that'll stay just like that. Now, we've got our cursor here that we can move around, and we can, or if we can drag the red or the green and create a selection. With the selection, we can just cut that selection out if we don't want it, which is great if you are someone like myself who's done this a few times and you know what your audio track looks like, and you know if you have specific problems with your speech or breathing that you need to cut out, you can know where to find it quickly and just go through and cut. We can also create splits, and this will create basically 2 different files, and this is great if we want to put in a transition, because we can have transition, grabbing it and dragging it. There we go. And now if you watch in the bottom right hand corner, we should see our transition. Here, no tests and major projects coming up. Yeah. Okay. So we can keep going through, we can cut it and we can edit however we want. The other nice thing though is that we also have the option for zoom and pan. So if we're talking about computer applications and you're calling attention to small areas of the screen, we can go ahead and zoom right in on it, and we can show exactly what you're pointing at. So if we were talking about the links, we can talk about our YCMHS home or homework or Moodle, and then we can also go ahead and add a call out. write out whatever we want, and we can add in some text. So in this case, we can say, click here to go to Moodle. And it will show up right inside of our arrow. So these are great if you forgot to mention something, you want to point it out, or if you want to do it for emphasis. You can go ahead and also do things like change the color, change the text. Okay, all kinds of different things we can do. For the audio, if we want to select an audio track, click on audio here. They also have the option to enable noise removal, so we can take out the background noise, which is always handy. And we also have a whole library of music, themes, and more specifically, title clips that we can add in and access just simply by dragging them to any track or by adding a new track for them. Once we're done and once we're ready to produce this, we can just go up to Produce and Share. We've got all kinds of different options. We can do an MP4 with a smart player. We can do a share to Screencast.com, share to Google Drive, share to YouTube. We can do it as an MP4 only, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to do an MP4 only 720p. We're going to hit Next. We're going to give it a name. And once everything's done and we're happy with it, we hit Finish, and then it will render the video. And once it's done, and we can have it play the video if we want. But basically at that point, it's ready for you to share with your class, with the world, with your audience. And that's Camtasia Studio in a nutshell.